By the time this video is published, sadly, the preview event will have ended. However, I'm pre-recording a bunch of stuff to release once the event ends so that we can look back and kind of scratch that itch, get our fix, because I know that I'm going to miss this when I can no longer log in. I've been really enjoying it, and I wanted to share the decks that I was having fun with, that I found successful while I was playing during the preview event. I'm going to put deck codes in the video description. This is a preview event, so cards might change, deck codes might change, but assuming they don't, these will give you a great place to start when the game comes back up, give you inspiration for deck ideas. This particular deck that I'm going to feature now is a Yasuo-centered deck. Champions are going to be Yasuo and Zed, and there's going to be an awful lot of stun and recall, like you would expect. So we're going to go through the list. Guile, again, stun. Inspiring Mentor is a great way to start off by buffing a Zed, because he's going to make his copies then also stronger, etc., etc. I'm actually just a big fan of Inspiring Mentor the more I play with it. Precious Pet is also a good lead-off, and it can help you with some mind games, and again helps your stun count for Yasuo. Blade Twirler snowballs hard in this deck if it's unanswered. This again is going to make things cheaper and just give you an early presence. Another stun. Culling Strike is in here because you can use it to deal with opposing Zeds that are unbuffed. You can use it to deal with Fiora, for example, because it doesn't care about barrier. Culling Strike's just an all-around good card. Steel Tempest, stun, Zed. This has recall, again, which feeds Yasuo. Then we've got Intimidating Roar, again, stun, and it's insane to combo with Yasuo. Again, stuns here on a body, and then Mina is one of the best late game drops in the game. It's so much tempo. You get a 6/5 body, you recall things. By that time, if you have a leveled up Yasuo, it's sometimes just like a one-sided board wipe while playing a 6/5, so it's a pretty big deal. And that's the list. I mean, it kind of builds itself, but it is a lot of fun to play and navigate. So we're going to go play one game so you can see the deck in action and get a feel for how things go. All right, here we go. We are going to be up against Ionia and Shadow Isles, which tells me it's probably some sort of like ephemeral deck. Oh, wow. This is actually an okay curve of an opener, assuming that they don't have answers. This will still die to Vengeance, but there's a lot of things in Shadow Isles that deal exactly 3 damage. So I think putting it on Yasuo for later... Oh, I totally missed out on 1 damage. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I was too busy in my head trying to talk. I think it's more important to get this to 4 so that they have to use something like Vengeance on it, because we want to keep him alive. Like, that's pretty... that's a pretty big deal. I think here we're just going to eat the damage. I'm going to be really upset if we lose this by 1 damage because of my misplays there.
Try to keep up.
I am the blade in the darkness.
That's a Zed. We're gonna bank our spell mana here. Now I expect them to go straight to combat. Wow, they didn't. Okay.
Shadows gather.
They call us murderers as though it were an insult.
Save it for someone who'll listen.
So I believe this is also
Power
elusive.
rule them.
That's just straight ephemeral. Okay.
Such
Wow.
a pity.
Bringing the heat. We're gonna probably take a lot of damage here.
You're left unguarded.
This isn't part of the training.
We want to recall this because we don't want this to keep coming back. And by recall I mean stun, but it's also gonna... I think we just take the rest. Like, I know we're taking a lot of damage there, but... That feels correct to me. We don't want to deal with that over and over again. So we're really only taking 1 more damage than normal. We're gonna go straight to combat in our round.
My Life and death on the blade's edge.
It's at 1 of 6, so still quite a ways from leveling up. The big thing we're gonna have to dance around is we have the intimidating roar, which is a really big bonus when you have a Yasuo. But we're against Ionia, so you have to worry about deny. Alright, so we're just going to try to recall this now because they're down below. Because we do not want them giving our Yasuo issues here.
Cure.
Only 1 spillover on the mana, but we're getting up there. So I expect them to like replay Zed, but then when this comes down, that really does a lot for us. Like this is so good in this matchup because like if they attack with Zed, for example, the Shadow gets stunned by this, and then just gets immediately whacked by Yasuo.
Deny me.
Which you're about to see in action here. And it's an even bigger slap in the face when you turn and do this. Now they could have the deny here, but we would love for them to use that here.
Don't look twice.
Alright, so they do the trade out and we take 3, but now they have no board. So we can develop our own Zed and then go straight to combat in the following round, and they're only going to have spells to be able to respond. Now they're playing something potentially for 2 here. Oh, they're just surrendering. So, yeah, you can see this is a very like tempo-oriented deck, right? Like you're going to be using quick attack to your advantage. You're going to use stuns and bounces to kind of keep them on their back foot and progress forward. And if you can get to where Yasuo levels up, his intimidating roar combo is insane. Mina Swiftfoot in the late game is insane. So it's a lot of fun to play. I really enjoy the list. And if you made it this far through all of my rambling, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. I hope you consider subscribing and checking out future videos.